How are you? How are you everywhere, wherever you are? We meet again on freedom versus independence. Um, Sorry for the light because my light is it's bent, so the lightning um, it's not so good because it's only the TV, the vision, Mabona Kude. Also, if you're still seeing the vision like black and white, that it causes you not to see the whole colors. You're gonna be remaining on black and white, but there's other many things that you're supposed to identify. So the vision which I want to bring right now, though even the light is banned, it's independence, freedom versus independence. You know, we are independent as a Zimbabweans, and that much what I know. But because the freedom is gives and to allow whatsoever which you need or to do, there's no any rules and regulation that is it can be implemented or to saying to you you're not supposed to do this and the like. That's why you see some other things it's happened in the streets and this lockdown period, because they have a freedom. A freedom. If my kids they have a freedom, to me they just come, and if they ask money, they won't just come out take money on the back pocket. They wanna go maybe in Shabin or in whatsoever in a pub to spend and to squander the money, because they have a freedom to do whatsoever they may think that they want to do. But if they're independent, you can know that I'm independent person. But the thing is, there's some other limit which I know. If I pregnanted a child, if she's at school, maybe she's grade 11 or grade 9, according to the independent, where the freedom is gonna be that freedom that she gonna be amongst the another school students, that she can be eliminated. That no, so far you're a mother, you're not supposed to come to school, and also to be amongst other kids, because at the end also all of them they can be spoiled as well, because you're gonna keep on telling them, if a woman, if you got a pregnant, you know this thing is goes like this and this and this. So other ones they can also want to have some experiment, because also they have supportive, because freedom it support everything that you do. We cheerful. If you are pregnant a student, also we give the man. If the boy also is still at school, and the freedom it got an advantage, and they got a disadvantage, and the other ways, because the kid or the child which is pregnant, the girl at school, he can proceed with the school because he don't carry pregnant. But freedom is saying if you're pregnant, you're supposed to be together and learn more at school, then you can finish, then you can do other things. But also it can disadvantage to other kids as well, because they want to do the same thing. And also they have a target that we have our parents who can give us money to say you can't stay with this kid, with this babe, without uh, preparations. So there's a man which is supposed to earn. Then that is the thing. If it is not enough, she been pushed to do another one, maybe 4 5, and different fathers, because there's a freedom to support and to keep on cheerful. No state relationship that is gonna be sticked on it, and that is the thing which is caused many things. Maybe the first father of the firstborn, you want to come to see how it is and how it is all about at home, and to see your mother by that time. You're gonna wear who is giving more money and who is look after. That is causing the things which you can see on the ground. Some other to be stoned and the like. They are not mean, some of they are cruel, they are innocent, and they visit in a solid, and we talk about solidarity and solid relationship. But at the end, because there's other, it's a freedom on physical. There's a freedom of speech that anybody can speak as a child, to ask what you want and the like, but to be independent. Even if I stay alone, we are independent. But if I'm pregnant, a woman in Zimbabwe, for instance, I pregnant a woman today, automatically she's my wife. There's no anyone who can come and bet to that wife to say, we used to be together and now saying I pregnant, staying with her, but we don't call a girlfriend. As long a woman got a pregnant, a babe, already we are no longer a girl. We are independent, but we are not have the freedom to do everything that. We have some restriction in independence. You need to have some limits and restrictions to other things that it can still containing your independence. So she's my wife. Despite I did not even pay lobola. Maybe I paid like 100 rand on to notify the parents that you're not supposed to be worried much, to say to maybe our daughter is, maybe it's human trafficking and other things. And by the way, if you find it that is with me, and I'm not even quick to pay something that I can notify them, I'm the one with the babe, I'm the one with your daughter. Some other people, they say no, it's not necessary, but it's necessary because there's a human traffic. Some other people, they are used to very things that is unnecessary, and at the end, the parents, will be satisfied. Oh no, if he is staying with his husband, it's the time of preparing the man to come and pay Robola. So the girl thing, it's ended when you not have a babe, or you not have a pregnant. From then, we call you mama. How come to call me like in this age a boy? I'm no longer a girlfriend. My wife is no longer a girlfriend. A girl is someone who don't have a kid. A boy is someone who don't have a kid. So that is the thing why I put through again what called freedom and independence. To be independent, you're free to go wherever you want to go, to hang around, to chat, to do everything that what you wish to do. But we have other restriction. You don't have a freedom to sleep outside if you are still under guidance of your parents whatsoever. Even if you are joyful, or if you go for your friends' birthday parties and the like, you're not supposed to sleep away. if you are still under your parents' guidance. There's a certain age where they can say, I know, fine, is no longer staying here at our house, so staying, well, whatever way he's staying is working now. He's mature enough to look after himself. But that is the independence mean. That's why we celebrate 18 April, and also we have 18 and that is the age which we can consider that no, if you want to stay himself, if you want to stay alone, he can manage. If you want to do ever what he can do, but as long if he's still on your father's house, your parents' house, I don't know how many years you can sit there. You're supposed to notify them and to let them know, I'm going there, but I won't come back. It's not something that, where is he today? He's used to be here. Where is he? Even if you have 22 years or after 30 or I don't know how many years, which you can even until you die or 100 years, because you don't have a freedom. You are independent, but you must tell them or to phone them. We are here, but the thing now, the transport is finished to come back home. I'm sleeping here. You're supposed to bring them, the independent to their heart, so them to order to be free. These things work hand in hand. You see. So other things, if you want to chase very well, I've been saying earlier on, that is the thing which has caused many things. Some other people, they come from Zimbabwe. They came here, they'll be deceived. They see a woman, they thought maybe she's not married because some of them are beautiful for real and will be attracted. You see, maybe she looks like 13 years or 14, 15. And you think the things which you think when you are in Zimbabwe, saying maybe 18 years or 19 years, that's where we can see the ladies to be married. But some of them have kids. They left kids, babies at house while she's going to school. And by the way, when you visit a home or whatsoever, the eyes they are seeing you and every movements that you are to see, they can take the opportunity of the time of moving wind and everything that is distortion outside there to take advantage, to murder you or to do something to use, saying this is the time which we can celebrate our goats and to sacrifice the blood. But only what I'm saying, independent and freedom. What is freedom? If you are not free in your heart, where's the freedom which you can think that you get after you kill an innocent person? Is that the freedom comes from someone who killed? What is the meaning of the freedom? What is the meaning of independence? To be independent. There's no restrictions. You're free. You talk what you're willing to talk. You think what you want to think. You bring across everything that you want to implement. But there's other thing now. If now the kids, they're crying for freedom, we need to free. We need our freedom. But that freedom, we have leaders. We have many people are leading. Some of them have a wedding. They have a state relationship. If they are dying or if they are old, they need some nephews. They need also grandchild. They need niece to come to assist or even to bath them in an old age. Because normally it's not necessary. If someone is old, you're sent to the old home, thing. And after all, if if you want to see our uncle, we go there and visit there. That's why sometimes the legacy, it's good if the family is not capable to look after. But that is the thing that is a help for the youngsters and some other, and if you to look the maid to look after them. So that is the thing which is helps the legacy. He can even tell you what was happening before even you to be even you to be created, and the advantage and disadvantage for those kids who go to school with the independent and without freedom. They can learn school to understand my father is a very strict person. But if they have a freedom at home, they can say, I know my father, you don't worry. Even if I can only phone him that I'm not coming home, and it's okay. Tomorrow I'll say, there's the daddy, I have a pregnant, 4 months pregnant. So what should you do? Register it. And which is good. In the other words, you need to look after them. But for the one who are doing that, you're going to go and pregnant another one. But independence, if you're pregnant, it's your wife. You know, right now there's a law which was introduced in Zimbabwe. Sometimes some other people, they used to go in pub or to other places with them and think that they want to have something, want to be satisfy them only night. Then tomorrow is the marriage is finished. If some of women, if you say, no, I don't want to go, I'm staying here, I'm a wife, the law is gonna be working. It's only that you're gonna be knocked in high court for the time when they want to something which is tangible, that is we need marriage certificate that for you, your wife, for him, because us as a court, we need something which is tangible, that if we arrest someone, we arrest him in a connection with the documents. Like if you go in a shop, for instance, you can't come out without sleep. So you need a sleep that makes sure that you buy something from that shop. And that we can stand. So you can see here, this is a ring which shows the thing which I buy, the symbol. But it's the sleep I have. But according to the game plan now, that is the thing which it caused sometimes we are not have power to intervene or to make some mediators and to liaise, because most of the time they're the men who are on disadvantage. Because if you ask me, if you're saying it's her boyfriend or it's her husband, how much he pays to his father, saying nothing. So me, I pay like 4,000. Him, he didn't even pay nothing, but is staying with her. So like Jola, they do prostitution. But it's a game plan now. So that is the thing which, even if you want to put on picture, wherever even you see something wrong, you're just quiet. You know why? We don't want to be like Paul or whatsoever, who was crucified like Jesus, or the days of John the Baptist. They cut him his head Why? Because he was testified the truth. Say, why are you in a adultery with a religious Fripo wife? And they decided on the birthday, you must ask the head of John. Then he killed him. So sometimes you understand, we are in a foreign land that it can allow some other things that you not even allow. Because in Zim, even my young friend, if he have a wife, if he do not even pay anything, if he do not even pay lobola, as long if they're staying together, I need to respect. Yeah. Also, he can sue. It's only gonna be knocked in court level, but that will be a very a big thing. I'm telling you, because it's gonna need even from village leader, and also they need a chief. Also, they need the king chief. They need also many witnesses. If all those witnesses, they are witness on the court, even the high court, to witnesses for real with their wife, they are staying together, but normally they did not even do, which is the country to be permitted to do. Also, you're gonna be have a problem on that, so that we respect that. We are independent, but we respect that. But not mean I'm only saying independence versus what's called freedom. We have men, people, or who die because they don't understand the position of the matter. How many people are supporting? In Zim, sometimes it's a very rare, even at Kamban or whatsoever we are living, to see somebody's wife in an affair, and you just keep quiet without informing his husband or a relative of husband to say, please, can you do something? And by the way, and the like, it's end up, it's gonna be on open, and also some other they won't even supportive. And if they're doing, they're gonna doing in a private way, so that nobody can even know that they're doing this. I have a friend of mine. He was in he was a chairman on a certain company which I was used to work. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but my manager, he told him, my niece, he got Noraz, got an HIV. But if you want, you can. But I see the way you're talking every time. Please, if you want to marry in a connection of to make the kids or anything, or to build a future, you must know the status. At first, he's saying, I know it's fine. The second time, he said, no, don't talk to me. I've got my own ways. And without some time, we see the great change on him. And my manager said, oh, I told him, I know what was my nephew killed. He killed for something that what they know. So I only even to tell him, but he could not even listen. We have right to say through. We have independent people, but we have right to say, but we are not so have a freedom much. That's why you see sometimes they attack, they stone a person, but we don't have such any freedoms that we can go to the street and to fire back the stones. And sometimes we are afraid for the law. But if you are free, you can keep on kill. No one can ask you, because that is the freedom. And also, to be independent. You can also say, I'm independent person, but I don't have a freedom to say anything vulgar words, to say something, mom is dead, some other people, to talk something which is vulgar. You can also to be independent. There's where the freedom is applies. Maybe it can apply in a private way. Sometimes it doesn't apply to the public, where you can even do anything, even to take off this jacket or to everything. If we are alone with my wife, I have a freedom because we are alone, and we have a freedom to do everything that what you want. Enjoy freedom, but not mean on the public. You can say you want to express your freedom to take something that this is a freedom country, this is a free country. Like take this one, I can shoot him. You can die even today. Do you think that in heaven you're gonna be free because you had say yourself you used to have a freedom, and also you have an independence. So that is what makes you to be independent, or you to have a freedom. It's not the word of God, and the word of God you set you free. John chapter 8 verse 32. If you know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. So that is the vision, Mabona Kud. That is the thing which I've been saying. You can check from the icon man. When he left the successor, there's nothing which was happening like that. But it was ended the time when the successor left. And look what the successor always come to independent, to be to talk and to trying to sort out things. But some other people, they don't want. They need these things and havoc on the street everywhere. So in other words, you can say the freedom, it was ended by that time. The freedom that is makes people to be free, no tears on the cheeks. That is the freedom. But how it is the freedom applies. Some people they're crying, some people they are seeking help because they are stoned, and some people they are laughed at. That is the freedom to laugh. Someone is in danger and stoned with the stones. That is the freedom we call freedom. Or freedom you are enjoying. And also I can laugh as well to celebrate together. For you, this person is enjoying freedom. The freedom doesn't determine with the action of doing bad things. That way you can say you're free. The freedom is determined when you do the good things that the people, they can say, this it's a freedom. It's a free country. For you, it's a free country. Even to call, yeah, Ramaphosa, stop. Ramaphosa, he didn't stop. No, you know what? I've been looking for you, I've got a very big present for you. Here's the present. See, this is a free country. It's a freedom. It shows to express the good things and flourishing, and also the nature. It can blooming in a freedom way. But if some people they are crying and they are causing those people to cry and to think much and many worries, then you say it's a freedom. It's not a freedom, because it's oppressing. But the freedom is to free, and nobody who can be afraid to say anything to you. But if someone is still to say anything to you, look at the icon. He was free. He was walking free. Sometimes he wasn't not even need a bodyguard, but he was walking free. You see. Beside that, also I have my young friend called Beside. And also I have my young friend called Freedom. And My young brothers, and that is for you, even the people who watch me. There's a freedom, there's a beside. But at the end, we need to understand what is freedom all about. The freedom, you got some limits that no, these things we're not supposed to talk while our Father is here. It's a vulgar. We are free here, but don't abuse our freedom. We have independent. We are independent, but you're not supposed to abuse it. Why? Because there's other things that is gonna come to the extreme rules. That is the thing which will not be ended. Because we have many people, vendor, Macharabun Abodi. Cross Zimbabwe, you find them. Cross here, Messina, you find them. All those people, they are related. And there's other things that you can see when he was celebrated. There's things this causing this damage. Is there one, even people who are celebrating, we have the freedom to celebrate winning soccer, then they go to terraces and take guns, starting to shoot people and stone people. It shows it's no longer celebrate, it's no longer freedom. It's something which is on an exaggerating manner. It's no longer freedom. If someone is crying, like this guy has been stoned, and it's not only one. Something is happening. Chenjerema Mochairo, yes, greetings, talent in Manica. Just watching as well. May God bless you. I'm sorry for the light, because the light it's been banned, and this is the TV which is showing the light. It depends about what the TV is screening there. So that's what I've been saying. Check, because of the freedom that it gives a woman to have a pregnant, even at school, you can go whatsoever. Do you think if you're pregnant at about 5 different people, other one is pregnant at about 5 different, other one is pregnant by about 3 different fathers, and all those they come to meet together to the same person. Maybe someone come in a connection of his child is sick. Some of he come in a connection of this for his kid. He want a birth certificate. Some he came 5. They meet on one woman. Other 3 they meet. Other 3. So I'm only urge my fellow Zimbabweans, if you come to South Africa, I'm not promoting the adultery and fornication, but sometimes on this matter, I don't know, maybe not mean, but it's far much better than to lose your life, and also your kids. They're like, you see, the one which you've been stoned today, maybe you got a kids, they say fathers in South Africa, but now maybe it's in mortuary. You're stoned by that thing. So otherwise, if you are someone, look what you're gonna do. Even some other Zimbabweans led, they are no longer the same, which we can think they are the same people who are same people if you are there in Zimbabwe. Anything can happen. Most of these men who are passing away, they are caused by, there's something which is behind. That's why I'm saying it's all up to you. Kufuga kana kuwarira. Because why I'm saying this, if you come with any clip which is screened that you see this is involved a woman which was stoned by a man, which means there's a group, maybe they're in a WhatsApp group or whatsoever, when they have their thing to say there's a guy he want to see, he do as if he want to know, we can show, and you can see is not the one who going to stone another man. A man is high time now to understand that you do not be stronger for hire, and that stronger for hire you're gonna be stronger for nothing. You're gonna be higher for nothing, because you look, they're just cheerful for blood and shedding because you are harming another man, because you are in more excited that if I kill this person, I end up going this led, but tomorrow also they can look another people to kill you as well. So you see how many people, you see how the freedom cause, because they did know that the freedom which he was talking, he was talking about the freeness of the person, the access to the world, the access to each and every place to share the wisdom, the ideas, everything. It's access. That is the freedom. But is there anyone who can stamp a permission and to finalizing that if my child, if you're going to school, my daughter, I need you to be pregnant. And if you are pregnant, go to school with that pregnant. And I want you to have a grant to support that child. If that child grown up, go on to another, a man, to have another pregnant. Is the only one who can pass, who can doing that. So, which means they have been not even here clearly. That's why in Zimbabwe, they are so too caution. If they are going to school, they're supposed to make sure I want to finish my school first. Don't disturb my education, because they are not that they're independent, but they have some restriction on freedom to do fornication and adultery. They're independent to do everything what they want. A lad, she can learn to drive or to be a pilot or to be anything that what she want. If you want, she want to be a politician. If you want to anything, that it's independent. We don't have limits that this job is for men or this is for girls. But I know that there is a misuse for the freedom, that the freedom is to do fornication and to born many babies in a different fathers, and all those fathers, if they come across one day to that lad, I tell him one is supposed to be die. And that's what I know, because men will have jealous. For you, I have this babe, for this woman. Now, who is he to come here? You see. And some other who gonna be found on that way, it's mostly Zimbabweans. And that is the main cause of that thing. That's why you can see today in the afternoon, I've been doing as if I was prophesy, but I was prophesy. The word everything, I say it's a prophesy. It's a prophet's word. You see, I say if the ladies, they are not stoned, but you've been seeing, even scrolling around under my profile, you've been hearing the ladies cheerful, carry him, better, which means hit him, but hit is to kill. He is dying, what do you earn? Do you get millions? because the person passed away. No. Is there anyone who is there anything which you get? You get nothing. Only what you get a sinful man. And that sin is caused you not to enter in heaven. Who told you that you're gonna live tomorrow? Who told you that you're gonna breathe tomorrow? Who have the container of your spirit? The one who can say, for now you still have a lifespan. So do what you want, and afterwards you can repent. But there's something which I see tonight, tomorrow night, no, today, tonight. Let's make tonight, because this is another day. This is 28. Tonight of 28, there's something that you can sense and also make proof that God is God. And people, there's something that caused all men of these things is gonna be quoted, and not with you foreigners, you can't. But I have the spirit, which is, I know it comes out from me speaking the same language, because you don't know deep more Zulu. You don't know deep more Xhosa or other languages. But that spirit, it can help them to identify where the problem is and who is the causer. After the icon man Nelson Mandela chooses the successor, and what was happening when that successor left, and where this problem started, and who is the causer of this, and who is the behind in the prophets which I gave. Also my colleagues, they were saying, no, I quote some of your prophets. I say, if this child, the one which was born 2008, if they still can exist, it's caused this country to be grounded, to be nothing. When, even seeing that, but I heard there was a South African. Oh, but what was happening? The country is grounded. The days of apartheid may be better, but that will be happening tonight, 28. It comes from me. It's speaking the same language. It's going to tell them exactly, and I don't need to worry, because he's going to tell them what they're supposed to do to catch all those culprits, which has caused this nation to be shaken, and them even the icons. Now they are not even on the TV, but from 29-30 you're gonna starting to see them, and something that is going to be happening. And here, if each and every country which you go, the Spirit of the Lord, you can understand that language, even if you don't know. And he can send exactly and to tell people, go and take this and put there, and put there, and put there, and afterwards you catch the culprits. And that's it all. Then you'll be free. Everything that is troubling you, to be worried much, say, well, what can I do in the one that is going to be ended today, tonight. And some other things that I can't even say, because you know what, there's things which you're not supposed to dispose. But people, if they think they only want to, they can only see this is the open. I'm not talking the current. I'm talking only when the successor of the icon left, and the things what was caused, and to be power to, you see, there's what can I say? Okay, let me give a parable to another country, or let me talk, or maybe to Nigeria. Let's talk about African move, because God, he said not supposed to say put parable in Africa move in Nigeria. Do you ever see like a chief in Nigeria? When chief, There's another chief, for instance, who are gonna be a Christian, who don't want even things to be happening in community or people to die and the like. And there's another or pastor or chief comes, the one who I believe in shrine, that his things to moving. You need a blood, a sacrifice. Do you know that person which like, yeah, for that I can mention. Do you know that person which you've been stoned tonight, yesterday? Tonight they're on this spot right now. They're on their own spot right now to dedicate everything. So they're doing some rituals, but most of the time they're behind the scenes. They don't want to appear themselves. They have other people they can use as if it's a national thing. But there's a group which I see right now, but that group we are trying to do some other things that they may not. Even the leader of that group, I saw him when I was in Cape Town. He came during the night, and they always want to dedicate me because they failed to trace my ways. Because even Jesus saying, forgive for those who are trespasses against us. Because sometimes my passes won't even get it. But there's other things which you're supposed to understand, that if you don't want to repent before tonight, I don't know, but I see the tracing of all of them, those culprits, because those things is nothing to do about the development of the country. What do you get, even if now, even the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, to say if 10 people die today, what do you earn? Saying nothing. It's on the loss of the lives. And she not even know nothing. But I'm only saying what is caused this. We are watching African movies, isn't it? Let's say as if watching that chief to be in to the shrine. He comes with the blood shed to sacrifice to the gods. Gods and God is totally different. The world gods, if S is there, that is the world gods. There's a God himself, which is on Genesis chapter 6 verse 3. His name is Jehovah, isn't it? So by the way, if you are killing people in a connection to sacrifice to the gods, because when I've been preaching to this yesterday afternoon, I was seeing these things. It was happening. When I was saying, you woman, you must keep quiet, because you never even face those things. Because there's something that I can see. There's a spirit which we try to fight and provoke. The word of God. And that the word of God is going to be demolished, because those spirits, they are praying, they are doing rituals. They're going to same spot exactly to do the rituals and dedicate everything. Then the job done. But normally some of other things which I say, it's contribute, because it's a game plan. That's what we can not even change it. Wherever if you work, wherever, if you see something, if you try to tell them, if they don't want, just leave them, because at the end you lose your life. At the end, if you come and you'll be attracted. Yeah, there's some of they say, I know. For us, we marry and South African lady. Now we stayed here for a long time. Now I have my kids. I don't have a problem, and the wife staying. Yeah, for you, we thank God, because that woman, he knows God. It's not all bad. Even the one who have 5 kids, she's not bad. But the thing is in mind of the man, saying, okay, everything which I used to do with this woman also is doing to this. So if I left and leave him here, so he gonna in account again. So that's why I'm saying sometimes if you come and working, if you left your woman in Zimbabwe, that's why I'm saying some rules and regulations, they are bound and to contribute to our continent. I prefer if a man he got a wife and everything. There's other things that the government they're supposed to do. Even either you don't have a passport, you can see the passport. It takes time to be released in Zimbabwe. If there's alternative, if you've got an ID or an affidavit to write, a man to write, I'm here in South Africa, I'm also allow my wife and my kids to come here in South Africa, I'm sure they're supposed to let them come through. Because at the end, it's not good to lose our loved ones because he maybe failed to do a hit and run. You want to be, because the thing is, if you do today, tomorrow, if you are if you fall in love, sometimes you sleep there. Sometimes maybe then saying there's a man, your girlfriend, you've got someone who coming there. Their plot, they're using the advantage of the situation. That's why I'm saying it's not necessary that sometimes the people who are leading us to talk something which is offside and that to use those words, they're supposed to maintaining. There's many loopholes on the ground that caused these things to happen, to kill each other. So they're supposed to maintain some other words which is caused some other things to be happening. Like all many things which I mentioned, is other things that it can contribute to the community, the things to be in a disaster. So it's help him or to have a family, so that he won't even have some things for hit and run and some other things that he can survive on it. And that will be danger, that will be double impact. There they're crying for the orphans. Here the man passed away. He not even cry, he never even commit a crime to kill anyone. But it's only a woman who is in between. And why I'm saying, if we find one woman stoned, then we can say, because they're only forgerating. And by the way, even if you go to police to say, she's my wife, because he can think South Africa is Zimbabwe, that if you stay with the woman in the same house for 6 months, already she's a wife. If you go to police, say, she's my wife, but she's saying must go away, saying, my friend, your wife, she said, no longer love you. So what should we do as a police? We do nothing. So go away. So some other things that you may think, the things which you invest in here, maybe buy everything and use a lot of money, and you bed and the rent, and already she's calculating that I want to put someone in house who do much more better than him. Even if you go to the street, it's okay. So that's why I'm saying always I emphasize in life, accept to lose, you to be champion. Just I know it's fine. I don't want to fight anybody. It's okay. Understand that you're in a foreign land and they take advantage on that. And the rules and regulations so different. The game plan is so different. Our game plan is about, if you take my sister for riding, if I catch you with her, or if you do anything, sexual activities, it's your wife, there and there. Even him, from the beginning, where the days of our mother, if you do any sexual with a woman, she won't go home. She's a wife, where can I go? Do you think whom can I met with while used to do this thing who gonna be satisfied with me? And that thing, it was caused. If you don't want, you can pay damage, because she can plead in front of elders. And also in Bible it's written like that. But this game plan now, we try to help each other as brothers, as Uzalo, but some other game plan has caused us to out of from the tune, because you do as if you're mentally disturbed. You want to sow the glass, to sowing the glass, so it can't be. It's if it is breaks, it breaks, because according to the game plan and the other things, that is why I'm saying freedom versus independence. Many here in Zimbabwe, they stay with their wives. Those wives, they're not even married. To pay lobola, maybe you pay like 100 rand, as I say, to the parent to notify. But some other things, what caused us to leave, and some of them jumped from the real nature. Then they jump to be independent. When the men want to chase the woman, no, come back home. Let's stay together. Why you learn these things here? We never used to do this. And the woman, she has support in South Africa, and they're taking the advantage. And some other quarrels that if you had the women in Zimbabwe, they are supposed to end it on the bed bridge. But if you cross here to come to South Africa, you must understand that a man will be under a woman. They come to contradict with the word of God that a woman is supposed to be under your husband. And your husband, you must love your wife. That is only my duty, is to love my wife. She's supposed to submit herself to me. Not mean it's all women. I'm talking general. The things, no Christians who are participating on this manner, it's non-believer. This word is for non-believer. For the Christians who are called in South Africa, you live as if you are living in Zimbabwe. More than that. And those people, they are dressing from top to bottom. They are dressed modest. You wish even to think, if I marry this woman. But already all those women which you see them, all of them with the rings. They are taken already. That is the thing which I discovered it in South Africa. And why you say this, I'm here to plead to my brothers. Don't be satisfied much more. If you have money, it's rather better to go back home to see your family, to what you think that you can do. Then you're going to come back. Then some other women each other at church. They stay with their women. And some of them don't find each other in church. But it depends about her family and her background. And some other who don't have a strong background. You can see my profile. You can see many relatives. They're watching me. Back home, anything can happen. They can easily to be identify exactly and what time this thing happened. And what time he was online and was not. And maybe he's the one or not. Because I have a background. So if I don't have a background, maybe I'm from Zambia. It's not only Zimbabweans who are in South Africa. When you talk about foreigners, you mention Zimbabwe. There's Zambians, there's Mozambicans, there's Malawians, there's Congolese, there's Nigerians, there's all those people, they have kids. So if you kill the father of the child, who's gonna identify that child, where this child comes from? Only a woman can tell his father was from Nigeria. Only that's what she said. Because where is it? He went back home. So do you think that when I say he killed during time of xenophobia, when that child grown up, you don't know the background, you don't know where his father is. So that is gonna be stream after stream. So there is the vengeance as well. That's what I'm saying in Revelation chapter 6, verse 10. And that spirit is going to come and strike that kid. You see, that thing is going to remain. That's why I was saying that if these things happen, I see many foreigners out from South Africa. After they're going, I see Zimbabwe go bigger. And I see fights in South Africa. For themselves, not even foreigners. For themselves. Fair. For themselves. After they fight, some other good ones, they're going to follow you to Zimbabwe. And I told you, and I remember, don't chase them. Just receive them. If they don't have permits, just give them the ID, the ID called South Africa Zimbabwe. That is able to travel to South Africa to see his family or to come back to Zimbabwe if he is doing business in Zimbabwe. Because if you give them the passport, sometimes if a family is all Africa, there's no need to be nasty on them, because the one who causing the many things which are not even settled in Africa, in South Africa, they're gonna left. They think this thing is gonna be ended to fight with the fight, and they can destroy everything. Only one thing that only one thing that they're gonna be repenting. It's hunger and some diseases, and some of they are dying in houses. That's where they can repent to call for help. And for those who follow us to Zimbabwe, they're gonna come back to build this nation here in South Africa. And I'm telling you, without even, I'm not a prophet, or sometimes that no, I want to go to look this prophet. This thing I just only telling you before. I'm telling you because I'm just like a cup which you can use to drink my hair, or sometimes tomorrow you can use a drink or anything. I'm just a vessel. So I was only saying that. So I'm keep on reminding you that thing will be happened. Because who gonna think that you need to stay in South Africa? Today you're crying your brother is killed, is stoned. Tomorrow your uncle is stoned. You can think, so other thing, tomorrow it's me. Let me go back to stay in my country. It's rather better me to leave and to plow and to do farming, and I can enjoy with my family for the rest of life, which God stated that I'm gonna be on earth, than to die before time, because I only have time thinking that maybe tomorrow I'm gonna be someone. They can see me when I come back home with these things. You can die because your imagination is there to flourish. Let them criticize you for 2 days, but the things they can tend to be fine in Zim. So I only touch that and there to try to highlight you that when I came in South Africa, that is helps me to stay, is to stay safe. Abstain from other things. And for real, they are not mean. It's vice versa in Zimbabwe. You're supposed to approach your ladies, but here they approach you if they like you. You see, that is the thing. If he approaches you, what is the reason he approaches you? Which means he saw you somewhere. Maybe you were a squandering man, and there's other things. There's other people. They came here some times ago. It was the game plan. You come, they hold you nice. I don't want to lie. They hold you nice. Please, my darling, we need to rent a house. Please, I want to stay with you. I don't want some quarrels with you. Please, honey. I'm staying whatsoever or other raw areas. Your rent. And he's the one, you can say, I want to see your parents. At first, you can go with you. And there's a time you can take things with a credit. You pay bed, you pay wardrobe, you pay fridge, you pay lots of household things that you're not that is the thing which you was not even buying in Zimbabwe for your family. The one who are facing right now the consequences after the father's death. Then when you come back, you're gonna see, when you say, I know, let me go home. You see, who is in this house? I know, we are another new people here. But this is my house. I left my wife here. Your wife, what is his name? Already we come here. Your wife, she told us that she going to at home. We told her that there's no longer relation. You no longer love here because you go back to your country. Why should you come back here and to look to someone who say you no longer love? And those people, they are lying. They have caused you to be in a stupid manner, and everyone can prove you that you are mentally. If you don't understand, they are talk something that they are based on it. Until even they have if you talk thing today, the same thing which you say you're gonna say next door, next that area, you're gonna left with one word. When you come back, say, "Hi, my brother, how are you? You're looking for your wife?" Yeah, he told us that you no longer love here. He called us even the day we come to house. We was asking you, and we have a party in the house with the wife. We drink beer. Then that is the day when she told us we no longer love you. But my bra, don't do that, my bra. My bra, that wife, she's a good woman. That's wife, I don't know, bro. What happened to you, my bra? What happened? Come and sleep with us. So it's something that it's in your mind that she's lying to you and you want to do revenge. Sometimes they can phone you. Your wife, she's here, my friend. You can come and say, why did you lie to me? You try to fight it. That is the day you ended, because already she was lying. That's why the devil is the father of liars. So if he's the father of liars, he got the sons, he got the daughters of liars only. They can kill an innocent person. The one who's not even involved with anything was even needed that woman to stay with her and maybe to look things better. But you're gonna die. You're gonna kill you because only what she need is house gadgets, the wardrobe, bed, radio, TV, everything that you bought. Then afterwards you die, she stay with another boyfriend. The board will come Zimbabwe. So that's other things they are only take, and some loopholes, some other yep with the elders which used to talk. So if they are maintaining the things which is not caused havoc, I'm sure without any quarrels they can afraid to attack. But if already there's a loophole which comes from attack, already they use them to kill, and they can use that word. So who kill at the end? If you say, remember that guy was killed, if you call a president, or he was killing people. Do you see president killing people? No. But the words which he was saying, it was caused people to use that opportunity with their personal need to kill someone, so that they can use as an advantage. It may not make sense to you because maybe you not even come across on it, and that is the thing which you not even worry and think that this thing is gonna happen in life. It's different. than our independent. It's only some other people, they were not want to pay the credits. For instance, some of them were from Malawians, Zambia, some other countries. They come to head the cattle, to look after the cattle. Maybe you're gonna say, no, my man, you don't give me for 4 years. You wanna give me when I'm going home, or for 2 years. When he was saying, I need my money, I go home, some of them could not find money. And some of our parents, they opt to sell the cows and to pay that person to go back to the home. There's other cruels which was happening. If some of they fail to pay, some of they can you're gonna die maybe back home in Malawi, or maybe they are lying that you're gonna give your wife. And that is the spirits which is fighting. It's a vengeance. It's fighting now against you, and you can't remember. And that person was from Malawi. He's saying, you told me that you're going to give me a wife. But where is the wife? Because you can see his outer appearance doesn't deserve. Because the daughters, there's a certain time when they're grown up, they choose what they want. They say, Father, if you say, this is my husband, no. They choose, they're going to be opted to be married somewhere. And that is the thing why I was saying it's a very nonsense to keep on casting spirit every time. Check all those people. You'll be vomiting on to the bucket. Whatsoever, which church and Pentecostal church. And the following Sunday is going to vomit in a bucket. It's a vengeance. How can you block the vengeance? Do you think all these people who are stoned today, they're going to be ended like that? There's no vengeance which is going to be coming across. No. 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 Many people, I saw another guy here, around the road here, because I'm staying here in KwaShoshe. There's a town is closed now. They're saying KwaShoshe, they call KwaShoshe. I saw the guy, he was doing this, but he was in a state of mentally disturbed, which it was shows me that guy was shooting someone. Maybe he was in a what called armed robbery, in a gangster, but he shoot someone. But that spirit is a vengeance, is striking back. So he was doing pow, pow. You see? Some of other robbers, they're going to come and saying, I need this and this. They don't shoot. They only take what we have. They only even press the knife here. My brother, give us. Then they can go. If they can put a gun here, give us. They can go. If you want to persist as if there's no anything, they can shoot you in the hand. That to leave you alive. Those they are professional crooks. That they know that we don't want to any vengeance to our life. We do this in the sake of living. They can also to take some other man to give you. So, do you have a transport man? I don't have. Oh yes, the transport man. Go. Next time, don't walk here. It's very dangerous. You can meet other people who are not us. They can kill you. But same country, some of them are killing. What do you get? You rob him. After you rob him, you kill him. Why I'm talking this? That is the thing which I was talking in a pub, in a Shabin, in Cape Town. And people, they say, afterwards, we'll be surprised. You go to church, someone will say, I know you can preach today. Sometimes you be late. Once people, they have a questions. Say, okay, Magwinya, I heard, but I told you I'm no longer Magwinya. I'm original Kwerekwere. Say, Magwinya, but the time when you say it, for instance, a person is resisting to give us man. What shall we do? But already you know what a man. My friend, let it go. It depends about. So he was a gangster. But what was maintaining Cape Town to be clean and without gangster? Look what was happening when I was from Cape Town. They were fighting each other like as if you're seeing film, like day night. Sometimes when there were some other people in the state, I thought this thing is real. It's real. It's happening in Cape Town. And subs they go there until the soldiers, then the things will be ended. So there's other things that they cause them to draw near to God and to live. If God loves the world, He was not love the beautiful world. He loved world in darkness. So if I am a Christian, I'm not supposed to boast myself that I am a Christian so that I'm better than the people who are not even know God, because I was like them. So God Himself who loved the world, Jesus is going to be in me so that I can love the world and to teach him the light and the truth. I can say, I've been in Shabino and pub and say, no, leave that beer. While he's drinking beer, you talk the works of the humanity. How can you see like the issue like this and say, my friend, that issue which you're talking about, for me, I don't support it. To kill someone for 10 rand. No, my friend. My friend. No, my friend. You see, you have support for 10. Then you can see one who will not even speak. What about my friend? We are not talking. Someone they're talking. They are not even saying 10 rand is rana. But sometimes it's my man. Then that's where you can take faith out. Look, my friend. It's rather better to take 10 rand than to kill a person because you do not want to give you 10 rand. You see. So there's other things that when you preach to the difficulties situation, if you go to church, someone who wants things in a silver spoon is gonna say, you see, a man of God, he been in a smoke in a shabin. What are you doing there? You must show that you are born again Christian. Don't talk things which is not necessary. And the like. So for me, I was free people to preach whatsoever they like. And I know that even he's talking about me because I'm the one who been in that. But they don't even know that I have been serving them. There's other day, I went home. I was preaching home, then they called me back. I was in a church. The time I was in a church, I hear the sound. There's a kid, the one I was calling pastor. He was doing pa, 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 pa. The time when he was playing, I hear the sound. When we go out, we see the blood next to the opposite. The guy already was shooting. They were trying. We know that guys. Doesn't help. The guy was shooted and then they're running with him in hospital. And unfortunately, it was only a leg. But what about if it is a sensitive part? You're supposed to. Nobody, don't tell me I know this thing. Nobody in this nation who's gonna come and say, I want to shoot you, you can die. But there's things which I try to bring, except to lose. Fine. Most of the time, you've been dependent that for you, I am the one. In South Africa, they don't support a man. They support a woman. They are listening to women much more than men. But if you don't stand your right, that it's not time to look one side. You must look both sides. That's why we can win that battle. But normally, they take in a country to revenge the problems which of the men. That's why you not identify a woman to be stoned. And I'm not a plea a woman to be stoned. They think in short, They think most of them they are living in regrets. So I don't want also to support them to be in problem. Everything that what you do, there's no anything that I can subtract for the woman, but it's need a man to stand to keep on pregnant them. We confuse people because the time when I come and I approach, I come as a nice person, but at the end, maybe I have my family. I want to give enough time to my family. I live here, and when I left here, also she's starting to look another one. That is the thing which is caused. They are listening. Thought maybe you're gonna look after her. At the end, you left him. And the end, sometimes it's the punishment of the Lord. That's why I'm saying you're not supposed to keep on come and show that you left your wife at home, so you want to show him on Facebook or WhatsApp. That is the one which I am with it right now. For instance, it's not necessary anyhow, but it helps. Last but not least, if you're a married woman, maybe you go to the party or whatsoever, or in workplace, if you are not much much in connection that you can be in to be photoing each other, to photographing each other. So if you post those photos on the Facebook, because people they can ask, oh, remember you told me you married. I saw your husband on Facebook and to your updates. Ah no, this is not my husband. What is your husband looks like? Ah no, I'll show you one day. Tomorrow you put another man on a status, on our WhatsApp status. Tomorrow another one, or tomorrow on another one. For me, I do for the reasons my family they asking, they understand that I'm on at work, and I'm doing a work. Sometimes, at first, my boss they couldn't even understand me. Sometimes I come in, my eyes red. So they're saying why your eyes is red. Sometimes as if you're smoking weed. I say I born like that, and my father also. That is the what it looks like. My wife, you know that most of the time, at first she could not understand, and also it was a problem for her, saying no, at least you need the tablets so that maybe you can sleep. There's a time to sleep. There's no time to sleep. Like for instance, if I sleep, this word, if it is keeping on burning in my bones, and some other people, when they are perish, are gonna be in trouble more than to say. You see, so that is the thing which I've been saying. You need to stand firm most of the time and to comply with your family. So the thing, if I am in photo with someone, whatsoever, and the like, if I put on Facebook and the like, if you can see my wife, she comment there, do not judge some other things which you don't know, but let the Holy Spirit to review you so that you can judge. We try to accommodate some other people who may think that they can be rejected while they're at work and doing the business to support their family openly as models. Then when he comes to men of God, you can see him dressing nicely and modest way. That is, it's a normal person. It's not the person who may think that is she's the one who's seeing it. It's the way that we want to bring the light to the world to accommodate each and everyone. So that is the thing which you say, if you're at work like now, there's not anybody who can want to speak in this time of moment. You can say, I want to sleep. That's why sometimes I say, if you are in company of God, you need to work for God. When I was starting in the day in Cape Town, nobody was contributing money to buy instrument. I buy it for myself. Or to say, bring the money we want to buy in instruments, I buy it for myself. Yeah, I've got the instruments. I did not even say someone contribute money because I want to preach. So if God sent me, I want to set an example to buy what I want. Because I know that if people they see that I depend on them, they'll let you down. Do you know when person discovered that I'm the one who can raise him up and no hope, they can let you down. But if you stand yourself, most of the time, they can give support to say this man, even if we're there, you always stand. If you're not there, we always stand. But if they discovered it, everything that what you want to do in life, you just call on WhatsApp, let's meet. There's something which you want to discuss. They end up, they know that you don't have the direction. You want to get the direction from the people. At the end, the thing is, it's going to be foolish and boom in 2 minutes and then just go boom. That is the thing which I've been preaching to you tonight. For those who've been helped a lot and some other have the questions, I'll never even say to my page, do you have a question or do you have something that you made the area that you need to be assisted, and maybe I feel as if there's a question that's gonna be arising to say, okay, my brother, what about from Zimbabwe, isn't it? I'm a good wife. Then, for instance, I'm starting to go to work and the like, and the man is starting to be dishonest. Then and I'll be said, no, I no longer love you. Then I started to work with myself, and after working with myself, and we meet with my love, and what all this thing that how can we sort it out? Because he's the one who say you no longer love me. And after all, we come now while I still see that I got another, even if I am a Zimbabwean lad, not talk about South African lad, but I'm South African, I'm told you are married. Then you keep on coming and disturb our relationship. If he killed it, is who the problem is. Let me tell you, when Jesus came down, he did not come down. He did not come down in a connection of to destroy the law, but he came to fulfill the law. Normally, if your man is divorce you in South Africa, according to the pure law, it's not a divorce. The people who understand and who want to keep the dignity of our game plan, you're supposed to phone the parents, whoever were nearby, the mediator. Please, I want to pass through. Can you pass through message? I want to send man, maybe through EcoQuest or Mkuru. There's things which we want to discuss. So can you send this man to my father-in-law? Then there's a certain date which you want to set. We want to meet and discuss. Your parents, they're supposed to be there. Your wife's parents supposed to be there. You go, you sit, you discuss. To say the witnesses, they're supposed to be there. To say, yes, my wife, we've been in love for a long time, but there's things which is up. Even they need to go through and not the Facebook aunties, those they're talking other things of their own interest, because I know the things, it's not about a bedroom. It's not about bedroom. There's lots of things which is gonna be considered in marriage. There's the kids, they need to be looked after. There's many things that family caused to succeed. It's not about bedroom. Those aunties for the Facebook, that's bedroom aunties. It's not aunties. I'm talking aunt who can capable of the dignity of the family. Say, okay, here's my son. What this? That's what he says. He's saying the love is ended, and the witness they're supposed. There's a man which is supposed to pay as a proof that we are no longer in a relationship. If there's a papers, if there's a writing that is supposed to write, and then it's over. When you come there, she'll be free, and you're free because you do this. But by the way, the word of God, he said, I am God who hate the disjoint for the marriage. May God bless you so much, Julius Gomba. Gomba, yes, is watching as well. May God bless you so much. Let me go and sleep. And that's why you've been asking why your eyes is so red and there's no end tablets which is needed me to drink, because I'm on work at work to work the things that it can make sikurara woperugar. So to sleep is when I'm on training. But that is the only thing which I can say. But may God bless you.